Good evening, fellow vapors. This is Cass back at you with another juice review. Now, I realise it's been about a week or so since my last review, and I think I did the comparison between the Dot Mod clone and the Dot Mod authentic. So we're back in now with a run of juice reviews. I'm going to be doing quite a few over the next sort of week, 2 weeks, and we can get back into the swing of things. So first off, the first juice that I'm going to be reviewing today is from a range. Now I'm going to be doing two of them. It's from a range called Cheap Thrills Juice Company. They make a wide variety of juices. They've got two names under their banner. So you've got the Cheap Thrills Juice Co. and the Miami Drip Club. I'm going to be looking at both. I'm going to be doing today, I'm going to be doing Cheap Thrills, and in the next video I will be doing Miami Drip Club. I'm going to be looking at 2 out of 3 from each range, and I will try and get the third of each range in to do. But let's get right down to it. So the first of the Cheap Thrills range that I'm going to be looking at today is called Rush Yayo. Look at that. It's a nice big box. Now, you're probably wondering, why have you got a big bottle? I didn't think you could get those anymore. I was lucky enough to pick this up in the pre-TPD sale. So I got a nice big 60ml bottle there. And this is Cheap Thrills Rush Yayo. So let's look straight at the website just to see what it's about. In this vape, first you get the apple, then you get the watermelon. Then you get the strawberry. Carefully blended together, these refreshingly luscious flavours are so intense even Mr. Montana would be proud of their purity. Get the yayo, get the rush. Not really sure what that means, but let's get straight down to it. Today I'm going to be using my 24mm Dot Mod Petri RTA. I have it on top of my trusty Limitless Box Mod. So let's have a vape of Rush Yayo. It's incredibly fruity. It is wonderfully fruity. The first thing you get, like they say, is this hit of sweet, juicy apple. It's just there. It's not overly sickly, but it's there. As you start to exhale, you get all of this watermelon, and right on the sort of end of the note, and on the aftertaste, you get this beautifully sweet strawberry. It's incredibly fruity. It's incredibly juicy. It just does exactly what it says on the tin. This is quite clearly an all-day vape. It's not overly heavy. It's not overly sweet. It's not too sickly. It's just spot on. The watermelon is a really nice part of this vape. It's not dropped underneath the strawberry, and the apple doesn't take over on it, but the apple is really just there. It's a really... I've had some apple vapes. They've just tasted like, you know, when an apple goes kind of soggy and mushy, it kind of tastes like that. Not this. This is like a crisp, fresh apple that you see on an advert with water dripping down the side of it, as if you've picked it from the trees. No, this is absolutely lovely. The watermelon and the strawberry work really well together, and you don't get the strawberry lost under any of the other elements of the flavours. One thing I would note about this is it's a little chesty. Now, I have a 3mg, so I know it's not the nicotine, but if, like I just have, you have a lot of sort of chuffs on it, one after the other, it gets a little bit harsh in the chest. And I also noticed the first puff I tried was quite harsh, but after that I sort of seemed to get used to it, and it sort of seemed to soften out and smoothen out. So I don't know whether that's a concentrate thing or whether that's just my build or whether the flavours work that way. I mean, it'd be good to know your thoughts on it. But this is a beautifully fruity vape, and one I could quite happily all day. And at this rate, I'm going to have to, because I've got 120ml of this stuff. So I better get going on it, really. Let's move straight on to the next Cheap Thrills flavour. The next Cheap Thrills flavour, as you can see, I've already vaped quite a bit of it, so this isn't a first impression, but I do want to review it, is the Cheap Thrills Glory Glaze. You can see the name written down the side there. Cheap Thrills Glory Glaze. Awesome. I'm so glad that they put a donut in this range, because this is a good range, so if they do a donut, it could end up being quite good. Well, I know it's quite good, but I wanted to sort of critically analyse it a little bit for you guys today. So, Glory Glaze. This glorious glazed donut fills every hole and turns every saint into a sinner. Lovingly prepared, freshly baked donut smothered in a warm sugar-frosted glaze with a hint of blueberry. A perfectly sweet, soft ring of bliss. We dare you to try and not lick your lips. Innuendos aside, we have a blueberry-frosted donut. Okay, so I'm using my Troll V2 for this. Good little chucker. I've got a parallel nichrome build in there. So let's give this a quick vape, and I shall let you know my thoughts on Glory Glaze. Wow, that is very, very sweet. Almost over the top sweet. The blueberry is really subtle on this, and it sits all the way through the vape. Almost overtaking, but not quite, is this donut. It's nice and doughy. It doesn't taste like some donuts where they taste like Play-Doh and they taste a bit mulchy in your mouth. This is a really smooth, really sweet sugared donut flavour. And laying over all of the top of that, you have this sweet blueberry. It's really fruity, it's really juicy, and it's just all the way through the vape. But this one is far too sweet to all day. This is a get home in the evening, have a drip, have a vape, enjoy it, come back to it. You could not all day this. It's just too sweet. It would probably make you feel a little bit sickly, a little bit over the top, and it leaves this sort of very sweet aftertaste in your mouth. A little bit like you've had a load of sweeteners, like Canderel or something along those lines. I love that they've got the balance of the blueberry and the donut just right. The donut doesn't overtake and leave you wondering where that blueberry is, but then it's not just a fruit vape. I've had some donuts and all I've got, donut fruit vapes, and all I've got is fruit off of them, which, it doesn't taste bad, but when I want a donut vape, I need to be able to taste that donut. I definitely recommend, if you've got a bit of a sweet tooth, checking this out. If you can all day this, all power to you, but for me, it's just far too sweet to all day. That's not necessarily a bad thing. Some things are made to be enjoyed, and some juices are made just to be used as a sort of all-day workhorse vape that you don't really mind just chuffing them. That pretty much covers it for the 2 flavours of the Cheap Thrills range that I've got here. At the moment, I know you can pick up 3 10ml bottles in a box for around sort of £12 to £15, depending on where you buy it. I was lucky enough to pick up these bigger bottles in the sale, so I won't go into the price of those because it's completely irrelevant now. But yeah, you're looking at around the sort of £12 to £15 mark, or a £5 a bottle. I think from the website it's £5 a bottle for a little 10ml bottle. Well worth getting some, well worth having a look at, just for something really quite premium, something really quite interesting. Let me know what you guys think about it. Anyway, I think that about wraps it up for this video. Thank you again. My name is Cass, and I will be back at you with some more juice reviews very, very soon. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, please hit the subscribe button, and if you really did enjoy it, share it around, leave a comment. I do try and reply to all the comments I can. Thank you again, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.